story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
This is the city. Los Angeles, California. I work here. I'm a cop. It was Wednesday, August 18th. It was hot in Los Angeles. We were working the day watch out of Homicide Division, Missing Persons Detail. My partner's Frank Smith. The boss is Captain Lorman. My name's Friday. We'd gotten a report that a young mother and a 9-week-old baby had disappeared. We had to find them.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Sounds like she's got trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mrs. Fleischer?
Yeah, what is it?
Police officers. Would like to talk to you if we could.
Well, come on in. Gotta take care of that kid.
Sounds like colic.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Colic. Wonder if she has a hot water bottle.
For what?
You put a hot water bottle on the kid's stomach. Makes him feel a lot better.
That's so.
Mm-hmm. Both our kids had colic.
Baby's teething. Having a tough time.
Oh. This is my partner, Frank Smith. My name's Friday. We'd like to ask you some questions about one of your tenants.
Oh? Which one?
Mrs. Shipley. We understand she had apartment 207.
Oh, yeah, she did. What about her?
You know where we can get in touch with her?
Ain't got any idea.
When did you see her last?
I guess it must have been a month ago.
Possible you might be able to give us an exact date on that?
If I could have done that, I'd have told you right out. I got nothing to hide.
No, ma'am, we didn't say you did.
Sounded like it. Sounded an awful lot like it. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes, ma'am.
When Harriet first moved in here, we got along fine. She's all the time wanting me to tell her how to take care of the baby when it came.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Used to have our little cup of coffee in the afternoon. Chummy. Then all of a sudden it got different.
How's that?
Just did. Her husband was overseas in the Army. Guess Harriet missed him pretty much. At least she was always saying how she did. How she wished he could be here when the baby was born. Got terrible depressed.
I see.
Moody, you know.
How long had her husband been away?
4 months this time, someplace in the Pacific, I think. Army. Harriet used to go out once in a while, go down to the show. Seemed like every picture she saw made her sadder. Just got so sad she couldn't take it no more. I guess that's why she did it.
Did what?
Tried to kill herself.
Miss Shipley did?
Yeah. I walk up there and I find her dying. That far from death's door. And when she comes home from the hospital, what thanks do you think I get?
Well, I wouldn't know. Go ahead, ma'am.
Nothing. She's mad. Says I should have left her alone. Let her done it. Come in here when she got back and read me off in words that I ain't used to hearing.
I see.
I got 5 kids, mister. They take a lot of time. And I ain't got enough to go running around after nobody who don't thank a person for saving their life like that. I called it quits right then. We was no longer friends.
When did she make the attempt on her life, do you know?
Last September. Don't remember the date. Think it was the 2nd, maybe the 3rd week. I'm not sure what day it was. Anyway, after I save her life, she's mad at me.
She have any people here in Los Angeles, would you know?
Never heard of her talking none. She's got a sister, I know that, but I don't know where she is. Don't think Harriet ever mentioned.
What did she say to you when she left? Did she give you any idea where she was going?
I didn't see her. She didn't even come by and say, so long, goodbye, take a jump, nothing. She just left. One night she's here, next morning she's gone.
She get any mail while she was here, would you know?
Yeah, once in a while she'd get a letter from her husband, and then there was some mail from San Francisco. Don't know who they was from.
Did she take everything with her, all of her personal things?
No, left it all here. Of course, it's not much, but it's all here.
Where are the things?
Downstairs in the basement. I got it all put away in case she ever comes back. It's going to cost her, too. Storage and for me to pack it. I told you it isn't much. Some dresses, a few clothes for the baby, phonograph, couple records. That's about it. You can see them if you want.
We'd like to take a look before we leave.
Did Miss Shipley have any close friends that you know of?
Not that I know of. She might have had some down at the Dream Palace.
Where?
Oh, where she worked. A dance hall downtown. She was the kind of hostess there.
That's the name of the place, is it? The Dream Palace?
Yeah. She might have had some friends down there. None of them came here, though. At least if they did, I never saw them.
Would you know of any reason that she left in such a hurry?
Not right off. I can't think of one. There was something wrong with her, though, when she came back from the hospital. You know when she had the baby? She was worried about something.
Would you know what it was?
No. All I know is when she'd been home a couple of days, she came down here and she asked me to do some work on the apartment. I told her if she wanted anything done, she could do it herself after the way she talked to me.
What'd you want done?
Silliest thing I ever heard of. She didn't have anything to steal.
Ma'am.
She wanted all the locks on the doors changed.
10:46 a.m. In the company of the apartment manager, Frank and I went down to the basement and we looked through the missing woman's effects. Other than the phonograph, some used baby clothes, cheap women's dresses, and an empty diary, we found nothing. There were no snapshots or letters to aid us in ascertaining where she might have gone. We asked Mrs. Fleischer to notify us in the event that she heard from the Shipley woman. Frank put in a call to Georgia Street Receiving Hospital and verified the story about the attempted suicide. 11:15 a.m. After we checked the phone book for the address of the Dream Palace Dance Hall, Frank and I drove out to the place.
Yeah, what do you want?
Police officers, we'd like to ask you some questions. My name is Smith. This is my partner, Sergeant Friday.
Hi, my name's Lasnik. Won't shake hands? Got butter all over him. Sit down. Care for a sandwich?
No, thank you.
You do, there's all the makings. Bread, butter, pickles, salami. Help yourself.
No, thanks.
Don't mind if I go ahead. Got a bunch of kids coming in at 3:30. Like to get the place cleaned up before then.
No, sir, you go right ahead.
What do you want to see me about?
It's about one of your employees.
Yeah? Which one?
A girl named Harriet Shipley.
Oh, yeah, I remember. She don't work here no more.
Any idea where she is?
Ain't got the slightest. I ain't seen Nadine in about maybe 6 weeks.
No, sir, you don't understand. We're inquiring about a Harriet Shipley.
Yeah, I know. Told you I ain't seen her in 6 weeks.
What's this about Nadine?
Her club name.
Oh.
You see, lots of the girls don't like to use their real names in case a fellow wants to get chummy away from here. It's easier if you don't know the girl's real name. Harriet used Nadine.
We understand.
We got a bunch of them. When one of the girls leaves, we put the name back in the hat. New girl picks it. Had 14 Nadines since we opened.
I see.
27 Altheas.
Yeah. Do you have any idea where the Shipley girl is?
Nope. Check with her husband. He might know.
We understood he was in the Army.
That's right, he is. Overseas. He should know where his wife is, though. Ask him.
Well, we'll probably do that, sir, but we thought maybe we could turn her up ourselves. There's been a missing report filed on her.
Listen, huh? Who told it?
Sir?
Who told about her being missing?
Report was filed by her mother-in-law.
I told you, I ain't seen her in 6 weeks. Wish I could help you fellas out.
The last time you saw the Shipley girl, she say anything about leaving town?
No. Wouldn't be surprised, though.
Why do you say that?
Well, the poor kid was scared to death. Told me she wanted to get away.
Do you know what she was frightened about?
Yeah, Max Bender. That's what she was afraid of. Max.
Who's he?
Look, I'll tell you the whole thing. Be easier that way. One favor I gotta ask, though.
Yes, sir?
You won't tell Max I told you. He'd come up here and he could tear the place apart easy. He would, too, if he knew I'd told on him. You gotta promise me you won't tell him.
All right, sir, we won't tell him. Go ahead, please.